As we have completed with the draw toolbar, that is the section 2, let's start with the section 3, that is the modify toolbar. So basically in this modify toolbar, we are going to see this much type of the tools that are the, we are going to cover it in the two parts, that is the part 1 and the part 2. Part 1 will be the move, copy, rotate, scale and the mirror toolbar, which are present in this modify toolbar. And in part 2, we are going to discuss the offset, trim, extend, then the fillet. There are three types of the fillet format, that is the chamfer and all that. We'll see all that. Then there is a explode format. Okay, so let's dive into the part 1 where we are going to see for this move, copy, rotate, scale and mirror. So when I just open my AutoCAD here, you can see that in this ribbon area, in this home tab here present, we have completed with this draw toolbar all this concept. Now we will be just seeing this modify toolbar. Okay, so you can see that this much part is being seen in this modify toolbar, but this is not required. This much part is not required for the civil purpose. So what are required? So in this video we are going to see for this move, then copy, then stretch. We are going to see their command also, then rotate, mirror, then scale is present here. Then the second part will cover with this trim, then this fillet option. There are basically three types of the fillet format, that is the fillet, chamfer, then this is the blend curve. Okay, and this is the form of the array, rectangular array. There are three types of the arrays being present in this modify toolbar, that is the rectangular array, path array and the polar array. Then after here you can see that there is a erase option present here. Erase means we can directly delete this option. We can select it and press enter, then we will be deleted this option. Same way that when we just select it and press delete, the same way it acts like that only. Then this is called as the explode option. We have seen it in the previous model also, in this previous draw toolbar at that time also. I will show you once again in the next part. Okay, then after here comes the offset part. We have seen for this construction line how the offset occurs. We will see in detail here the how the offset is been seen. So let's see here. I will just scroll out here. So let's get started with the move toolbar here. We are going to first of all select make a copy of it, make something here like a rectangle. For from this polyline we will make something like this. Okay, we will be making a line here. Okay, then we will be making a circle here. So this much content we have made. Okay, as we have seen all the concept of the draw, means it will be easier for you to remember. Now let's dive into this modify toolbar. So basically this is the move tool. When you just tap on it, and here you can see that in the command line, here you can see that the select object option has been opened. When you just tap on this select object, just select it, and then we have to press enter, and here we have to specify the base point. Okay, what is the base point? Based on that we can move that model. Okay, so I will just choose this base point here, and you can see that I am able to move this model here. Okay, like this way it actually works. I can place anywhere on this tangent for this circle also. Okay, so basically like this I will move here. Okay, you can see that I have moved. There is a simple command for that. Every time we have to do go to this move, then we have to choose this line, polyline, and then press enter. Then we have to choose a base point, then we have to just drag wherever you want to move that point. Okay, uh, without doing that there is a small short trick for that. Short command, that is press em for move and enter, and then after we have to just select a whatever line whatever object you want to select, and after selection of this object just press enter. After that we have to specify a base point. Just specify a base point and choose a point where you want to shift it. After you can select that base point, you will be able to move that this object, and you are able to see where you are been placing that point. Just press it here with the point present here. We should be on with this snap cursor with this much this part. Okay, in point, midpoint, then center, then node, and this extension. Okay, this is very much important. Then after you have seen that the shortcut for it, we can also move this line with the easy step, like by just dragging this inner part and just placing it anywhere. Okay, this is based on this grid part. Okay, For this, here we are able to stretch it, but we are not able to stretch. We are not able to move this part. But in this line, what happens? This grid is been present to move part. Okay. So for that, this line, how to move it? Just press M. Just type M, enter. Then after select this line, enter, and choose any point, base point, and place it anywhere you want. Okay. I can do the same way for this model also. This object also. Just type M, enter, specify the base point of that object. Okay, I will just you can directly select it, then after press M, enter, then choose this object base point as its object, and choose this wherever you want to put. Okay, like this way it actually works. Now we have seen with the move command. Now we will see for this copy command. What is it? So copy command is same like that of the move, and just we have to select this copy command. Then we have to then this option will present here in this, says that we have to select an object. Just select it and just press enter. After that we have to specify a base point for this also, and just drag wherever you want, and you can see that the copies of it are being made. Like this way it actually works. You can directly do it with the Control C for the copy, and after that you can directly press as the Control V, and you can place a single at once. You can choose this line, Control C and Control V, and place it. You can see that here we have placed and we are able to place it only once. But from this command as the copy, when we just select this line here and press enter, then we have to choose the base point, and you can see that we can place this, copy it n number of times. Okay, like this it actually works. Okay. Now you are able to see that we can directly drag and select this and press delete from your keypad. Okay, just press delete, and you can see that it has been deleted. Like this way the copy tool works. The same way we can use it by using the simple format or the shortcut, that is CO. Press CO on your keypad and just enter. After that we just select this circle as an object and press enter. We have to specify a base, so I will just specify this base, and just I will drag. Here you can see that the circle is been made. Okay, like this way it actually works. Like this way we can move and copy the object. Now I will just delete this part, that is not required. Okay, so you can select it and delete it. Now we will see for the next part, that is the stretch. So here this object is present as the stretch. So how it will work? This is the we have to select the object. Just select this part, then we have to just select the object, just press enter. We have to specify the base point, and we have to specify the second point. Okay, you can, like this stretch is being seen here, but it actually works on the polyline. Okay, for this rectangle part, here you can see that when you just move on this object here, this grid part here, you can see this option as the stretch, and you can move it into the 90-degree format like this by using this ortho mode and stretch it forward. Okay, for the objects like other objects, here you can see that stretch object crossed by the selection window or the polyline. We can do it for the polyline. So I will just make a polyline here. You can see that I have made a polyline by just selecting it. Okay, just I will end up here, and then after you can see that this is the polyline. Now I can stretch this polyline. Just select this and choose this polyline and press enter. After that we have to specify the base, and it is moving. First point as the displacement, second point as the displacement. Just press enter, and it has been just moved. To stretch it, we need to go to this stretch and just drag it forward, and you can see that it has been stretched. Same way we can move it forward like this way, and we can stretch. We can drag this points like this over here and stretch it like this way. Okay, the ortho mode is on, so it is moving in the 90-degree format. You can stretch it like this way in the for this polyline format. Okay, we can make this stretch here also for this rectangle. Okay, you can stretch this grid. This is called as the grid center point. Okay, and you can stretch it like this way. The stretch part has been completed. Now we will see for this next part, that is the rotate. I will just delete this part, that is not required now. I will just choose this rotate. First of all we have to make a model here. So for that model I will choose here as the rectangle. Just I will make a small rectangle here, and now I want to rotate it. How to rotate it? Just choose this option of this rotate here, just tab it and select that object. Here you can see that the option of the select object is being seen here. Select the object and press enter. After that we have to specify a basic center point or a base point. Just I will select this base point, and you can see that I can rotate it in 360 degree, but many times I need to rotate it in the angle format, or sometimes I need to rotate in the 90-degree format. For the 90-degree format, just choose this ortho mode, and you can see that it has been rotated perfectly in the 90-degree format. Okay, perpendicular distance it has been rotated. So when you want to rotate it in the angle format, here you can see that it is saying that specify the rotation angle. When I just type here as the 45 degree and just press enter, you can see that it has taken this angle. Okay, like this way it actually works. Same way I can regain to its original position by just selecting the base point and just pressing here as the 45, or you can just directly choose this rectangle 90 degree. It will be in the act as a this format, but I want to regain this original position. How to regain it? Just type here as the minus of 45 and enter. It will go back once again. This is the clockwise direction, this is the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, like this way it actually works. Then after here you can see for this line also I can rotate it by just typing here as the arrow for the shortcut, arrow for the rotate, and just enter it. Then after just select this part and select this line and just press enter. After that we have to specify a base point, so I will choose this midpoint, and I want it in the this 90-degree format, or let's say 45-degree format. I will just type here as the 45, and you can see that it the angle has been made in the 45-degree format. Same way I can make a line here, okay, by using this ortho mode. Then after escape it, see then after arrow rotate, enter, arrow enter, we have to select the object, enter, we have to say, specify the base point. Just after specifying the base point, you can make a perpendicular line to it. Okay, like this way this rotate tool works. Then after here is the mirror tool present. You can make a mirror of this object also, whatever we have made. I will just show you here. Like we have just we will be making here the circle and a some of the let's say a diagram we will make. Okay, don't worry about it. We are making a small diagram to be clarified of this ortho, and we will be just making this like this diagram. Okay, you can see that this diagram is made. Now we want to mirror it. How to mirror it? Just choose this mirror command. Then after just choose this mirror, escape first of all this, then choose this mirror command, and then after we have to select the object. To select the object we can directly choose this circle if you want to one selection, or you can just press here left click and just drag it this part and press enter, and then after we have to specify the first point of the mirror. So we have to specify it in the 90-degree format. So I will just choose this point here. I just choose this point and I will choose this upward. Okay, like this way. And here you can see that erase the source object. You can erase it when you just click on yes, this object will be gone, and when you just click on no, then it will be make a replicate, means the copy of this command. Okay, whatever you have added, it will make an mirror of it. So same way I can select all of this, then choose this mirror icon here and press on this ortho mode and choose a point here and drag it forward and choose here as the no. You can see that all these are being mirrored in perfectly. Same way we can select this part, choose this mirror icon and choose this part here and choose the on this ortho and choose this point, and after that click on it, and here when you just erase the source object, we can just erase it, and this much part will be deleted and it will be shifted to this part. Just click on yes and you can see that it has been deleted perfectly. Like this way it works. You can do it by the shortcut. There is a shortcut for it, that is the EMI. When you just press EMI and enter, then after we can just drag this part. Okay, after dragging this part, just press enter, and we have to specify the first point of the mirror. We have to on this ortho and specify the first point, and you can see that it has been mirrored properly. Here it says that erase the source object, means if you want to delete this part also you can delete it. I just say that no, don't delete that object, just press here as the no, and you can see that it has been mirrored properly. Like this way we mirror in it AutoCAD. Okay, just I want to mirror this rectangle. How to mirror it? Just I will select it, then press EMI, enter, and just choose the 2 point and just place here as no, and the rectangle has been mirrored. Same way I can mirror this part also. You first of all select it, or you can directly type here as the mi. Then after we can select this part, and after that just press enter, and then after you can just on this ortho and just drag it and choose here as the no, and you can see that it has mirrored it properly. Like this way the mirror command works. Okay, we have seen all of this concept of this move, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, and now we will see for this scale. Now the scale, what is the scale? This is the scale. Like I will just select this part, CO, enter. We will be just copying this, or we will be off this ortho. First of all, we will be just copying it here. Okay, you have copied it right here. After that I want to increase its scale. As you see here that it is been in the small size, okay, and I want it to be in the bigger size. So I will just choose this option of here as in the modify as the scale. Just choose this option. It will enlarge or reduce the scale of that object. For that just choose this scale option present in this modify. This is the option for it. Then just drag a point and place it here, and just press enter, and after that we have to specify a base point. So we have to specify a base point for this also. So I will choose this base point, and it will then say that specify the scale factor. What factor you want to make. As you see that at the base it is the 1, and when you here you can see that the specify the scale factor option is being seen here. You can now see that 1.55 is seen at the starting here. The same model what is been present, it is been in the form of the 1 scale, as the 1 scale. When you just increase the scale, it will be the value of the scale will be increased, and when you just reduce it or move it closer, you can see that the size of it has been reduced. Same way, how to increase the size? If I want to increase it by the 2 times, so I will just type here as the 2 and enter. You can see that the size of it has been increased by 2 times. Same way I will just select it, and there is the another way also, by directly choosing on the keypad as the SC and enter for the scale. Just drag it and select this part. Then we have to once again place enter, or you can choose enter or space, both at the same function. Okay, enter or space are the same function. Okay, just after that just select this part and choose the base point, and you can reduce it to, let's say I want it in the 0.8 scale. I want it in the form of the 0.8 scale, means it has been reduced to its value. It has reduced it 20% of its value. Okay, like this way this actually works. The scale part has also been completed. Okay, in this part we have seen the 6 tools in the modify toolbar. In the next part we will see for this, we have seen this 6 tool. I have added one more tool here also. I have seen we have seen for this stretch tool. Okay, now in this part 2 we will see for this much part, that is the offset, trim, extend, fillet and explode. So let's meet in the next video.